Hey everyone, as the dominoes continues to fall, yet another former lawyer of Donald Trump, Jenna Ellis, pleaded guilty in Georgia state. This is an update video about Trump case. So let's dive into the video. Let's see what is in the video. Make sure to subscribe my channel. I do reaction on political videos of US and from Asia. So let's dive into the video without wasting any time. Here we go.
Well, friends, like any good chain reaction, the dominoes just keep falling. We just had yet another former Donald Trump lawyer plead guilty and flip. Jenna Ellis. Let's talk about that, because justice matters.
Here we go.
Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. Well, friends, it's another day. So, of course, we have another former lawyer for
Yes,
Donald
Justice
Trump
Matters.
pleading
Please make
guilty
sure to
and
subscribe his
flipping
channel.
in the
Original
Georgia
video
State RICO
link is given in the
prosecution
description.
of
Make sure to
Trump
subscribe my channel as well.
First, it was Kenneth Chesebro, then it was Sidney Powell, and now Jenna Ellis. And friends, in fairness, I think it's an open question how much directly incriminating evidence Ellis might have on Donald Trump. But you know who she very likely has some sharply incriminating evidence on? This guy, Rudolph Giuliani. Here's the new reporting. This from Politico. Headline, another Trump lawyer who pushed to overturn 2020 election pleads guilty. And that article begins, Jenna Ellis, a Trump campaign attorney who worked with Rudy Giuliani to press state legislatures to overturn the 2020 election results, pleaded guilty Tuesday to a felony charge that she participated in an effort to make false statements to Georgia lawmakers about election fraud. Ellis is the third Trump-aligned attorney in recent days to plead guilty to crimes stemming from the 2020 election, joining Sidney Powell and Kenneth Chesebro, who each accepted deals to admit to aspects of the charges brought by Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis. All three lawyers had been charged alongside Donald Trump and many of his other allies with a sprawling racketeer conspiracy. Their pleas may reshape the case against Trump, supplying prosecutors with testimony from some of his closest advisors who are now admitting for the first time that some of their actions cross the line into criminality. This quote from defendant Jenna Ellis, quote, "If I knew then what I know now, I would have declined to represent Donald Trump in these post-election challenges," Ellis said through tears during a court appearance in Atlanta Tuesday morning. Ellis acknowledged that she helped supply false information related to claims by Giuliani and another
I don't know what
Trump
is the
lawyer
future
that
of
nearly
Donald Trump.
100,000 mail-in ballots were
What do you think?
fraudulently
Who's
cast.
more popular in
That
US
was
right now,
false.
Mr.
That
Trump or
2,500
Joe Biden?
felons illegally voted. That was false.
Please
That more
tell
than
me in the
60,000
comment section.
underage people illegally registered to vote. That was false. And that more than 10,000 dead people voted in the November 3rd, 2020 presidential election in Georgia. That was false, among other assertions. She agreed to cooperate with prosecutors in future proceedings, serve 5 years of probation, pay $5,000 in restitution, and write a letter of apology. Ellis, 38, described
people-
herself as a relatively junior member of Trump's legal team. And here's the
I
quote
think
from
it
Ellis
happens
that I
in my
love.
country, but it also
Quote,
happened in
I
US.
relied on others,
Strange.
including lawyers with many more years of experience than I, to provide me with true and reliable information. Ellis told
The people
judge
of my
in the
country used to
case,
think that
Scott McAfee.
US has
In other words,
very
that's Jenna
fair
Ellis
justice system in the
saying,
world, the
Rudy,
number one justice
may I
system.
introduce you to the undercarriage of the bus? Ellis continued, What I did not do, but should have done, Your Honor, was to make sure that the facts the other lawyers alleged to be true were in fact true. I failed to do my due diligence. So friends, Jenna Ellis's guilty plea and her decision to cooperate with prosecutors down in Georgia will crush Rudy Giuliani. And friends, you know that these proceedings are being televised and live streamed. And that is so important. I urge you all to dial up these proceedings and watch them either live, or you can now go on YouTube and watch what happened in court earlier today when Jenna Ellis pleaded guilty. I went back and watched it a couple of times, and there are some other really important nuggets that Jenna Ellis.
I want to see the interview of any Biden supporter. I have seen interviews of Trump supporters, but I want to see a Biden supporter what he says.
So the prosecutor was setting out the facts, the evidence that Jenna Ellis was pleading guilty to as part of her plea with cooperation. And here is some of what was said. These false statements, now those are the false statements that Jenna Ellis aided and abetted Rudy Giuliani in making. These false statements were used as part of a plan by the Trump campaign to solicit the Georgia General Assembly to disregard the certified results of the presidential election in this state, Georgia, and instead to unlawfully appoint non-elected presidential electors in violation of their oath to the Georgia Constitution and to the United States Constitution. Similarly, false statements and solicitations were made to state legislators in Arizona, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, and the defendant, Jenna Ellis, was present and assisted with the execution of those meetings, and she was in attendance with Giuliani in Arizona and Michigan and Pennsylvania. Did you hear that, friends? This is important. Jenna Ellis, as part of her guilty plea and as part of her pledge to cooperate with the Georgia state prosecutors, said in court, yeah, you know what Rudy and I did in Georgia, presenting that false information about election fraud to the Georgia state legislature? Well, yeah, we kind of also did that in Arizona and Michigan and Pennsylvania. So, prosecutors in Arizona, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, if you're listening, and we know you are, it sounds like there should be more state prosecutions coming, certainly for the likes of Rudy Giuliani and Jenna Ellis, if she's not already met with and cooperated with those state authorities from the other states where she just admitted in court she and Rudy were involved in the same criminal scheme to try to undermine the election results in Arizona and Michigan and Pennsylvania. So, based on what I heard today in court in Georgia, it sure sounds like there should be more state prosecutions that should be brought soon, right? I'm
Really?
sure
She
there are criminal
admitted?
investigations up and running in those jurisdictions, and now we just had a statement under oath as part of a guilty plea that crimes were committed in those states as well, importantly by Rudy Giuliani. So yes, there should be more state prosecutions coming, because justice matters. Friends, hang in there. The dominoes are falling. We're headed in the right direction. Accountability is coming. Maybe justice is on the horizon.
It was a good explanation. Briefly, he explained everything. Let's see what public is saying in the comment section. Here are a few comments related to this video from the public comment section. Amazing. All these attorneys who have thrown away their careers for Donald Jr. Trump. All should be despaired and disgraced. What is your opinion about this explanation? Please tell me in the comment section. I want to know what is the future of Trump in upcoming days. You can predict in the comment section. So that's it for today. Make sure to subscribe my channel. Please make sure to subscribe right now so that we can meet again.